So we utilize Acumatica for, sorry, let me start that again. So we utilize Acumatica for some core features of it, which is procure to pay, quote to cash, and also for the financial reporting. So we're very simplistic, and the manufacturing end of everything also. So we focus on some of the core aspects of the system to keep our business running. When we were moving from our old system, we had to have multiple softwares in order to handle an order and get it out the door with shipping documentation. So we were able to deploy this shipping documents along with all of the orders that are taken, and it streamlined our process very well to where we're saving about $14,000 a year just on time savings alone, creating shipping documentation. So that was a huge win for us for this project. Where I would love to see the user interface that was actually announced today was something that, even though we saw the user interface as being a leader in the industry, we saw that there could still be some improvements. So I'm really happy to see some of the improvements of being able to shrink boxes and areas, and also have a different user interface that's is a little more easy with the groupings. So that was, I was excited to see that being announced. Right. I think another area where it could probably work well is obviously integrating with a lot of solutions that are old that we may run within the business. We're planning to integrate it with Salesforce, so we know that's a newer type solution. So we believe that integration will be easy to do. But we do have some old legacy stuff that's hard to get rid of. But I think we're more willing to move on to new solutions that already exist within Acumatica versus integrating with it. So I would recommend it as a 10. We were able to deploy, we were supposed to deploy in 9 months. We deployed in 6.5. We were able to reduce customizations. So instead of doing 3 customizations that we thought we'd have to do, we were able to use custom configuration to achieve everything. So we saved $45,000 on the implementation. From the day we turned off the old one to the next working day, we were up and running and shipping. And then also our company at that location grew 10% in the same year. We didn't stagnate the business. So proof is in the pudding with the software, and we were excited for these results. I think it's suited for many industries. It looks like it has the complexity if you need to build in customizations, but for us, we chose simplicity. So the system was also very flexible in keeping things simple. So I don't see too many areas where we have no answers for the things that we need. So I believe that Acumatica is definitely our platform for the future. And with that being said, we're actually going to be deploying our Germany location this coming year. So we did evaluate Infor. We did evaluate multiple Dynamics solutions like Business Central and several other. We actually, as a part of ITW, have a ERP framework that guides us on a lot of solutions that are out there and available. But it rated the highest, even though no other business unit at ITW had this solution. It rated the highest in our framework because of its capabilities and being native in the cloud. Positive impact. I mean, I stated already where customers had no problems getting their products during the implementation process, and they still grew 10%. So it's enabled us to handle more with less steps and also with less people. Even though we didn't need to let anyone go, we were able to divert those resources to things that help generate revenue. I think in the first 60 days, there was a little learning curve of using the system, right? You go from a very old system to something that's more common nowadays. So it was easy for our users to learn, but just being able to get the repetitiveness and become quicker, I think within 60 days, we were already seeing great value. Got it. Right off the bat, one of the biggest features that helped us is just plain email, allowing the system to communicate with our customers, whereas before we were PDFing documents and then attaching them to emails. So just being able to keep the conversation to and from the customer within the system so that we can see a paper trail of communication was huge for the location that is live in the system already. So we utilize Acumatica for the core business processes in our business and also within the industry, but it meets all of the needs that we have due to our simplistic approach to manufacturing and communicating with our customers. Definitely. Yes. Yes. With the help of our consulting firm that helped us deploy it. It went better than expected since we ended up deploying 2.5 months earlier. And yes, I would, and we are for our next location.